Alright, welcome to Falcon Blues TV, and apologies that we haven't done a video in God knows how long. We decided that we was going to take a bit of a break over the summer before the start of the season and everything else, and just see what happened. Obviously Paul's been really busy. I've started a new job a few months back, so I'm just trying to get myself back in check and whatever. And really just Everton in general, I haven't really wanted to bother talking about them, because the last few weeks, since Carlo left, has just everything. There's just been so much going on that it's either wound you up or you just like, I don't want to know. So it's like, well, do you really want to hear everyone talking about Everton? Chances are you probably don't, and you're sick of Twitter, you're sick of Facebook, you're sick of even just watching the Everton Twitter feeds and everything else, and just thinking, well, what's the point? Because God knows how many people just went, what's the point? If the likes of Benitez are coming in, whatever. But we'll come to that in a minute. So this is just a video that we're going to start from the 1st of August back today. We're going to be back at the ground. Hopefully, all things well, we're all back at Goodison Park, which is the main thing. I think that more than anything, we just need to be back in the ground, and I think that bit of normality will just help everyone get through it a little bit more. You saw the people's anxiety and people's frustrations coming out, because I think partly down to the fact that they couldn't vent properly. You couldn't go to the ground, you couldn't scream bloody murder throughout the match and go home. And then you felt better about it. Instead, you just constantly it's just that echo chamber of Facebook and Twitter where you're either going to get listened to or you're just going to get blanked. And it's not a healthy place to be sometimes. But once we're back in the ground, hopefully in 2 weeks' time at the Southampton game, we'll be fully behind the team, fully behind everyone, and things will start to look up, and you'll probably start feeling a bit better about Everton. But let's hope so. So where are we over the last couple of weeks? So we've had the Florida Cup, which was a bit of a farce from start to finish, but finished on a high in the end with Everton coming out winners. But with Arsenal and Inter Milan pulling out, and that was just weird. Well, it's not weird, but it's just typical of the atmosphere and the whole climate of the planet at the moment. So Everton still made a go of it, which is fair play to them, and looks like all the American fans had an absolute ball, and that's what I think that's what Dave needed as well. They're just watching games in an empty stadium, and they had the opportunity to go and watch Everton. How many of us would have killed to have been there? If Florida and the US was open, I'm sure that stadium would have been packed with Evertonians. There'd been people just going for 2 or 3 days and then going to Disney and Universal Studios and everything else. But I hope all our American friends, all our American followers, I hope you all had an absolute ball. Seeing some of the videos from the Atlanta Evertonians, from Georgie, the SoCal Evertonians, the Miami Evertonians, the Vice City Evertonians, and everyone else, it looks like they had an absolute scream, and made up that we were able to give you 2 decent results. Especially that penalty shootout. We don't win penalty shootouts, but fair play to Everton, we have, which makes a change. But yeah, that's what we need. I think I think as local and British fans, we need to get back in the stadiums. That's what we need first and foremost, and hopefully 2 weeks now we're back in against Southampton. We start picking up the points and we start doing what we need to do. So it was just a little bit of an apology, and we're back. We are coming back. We're going to be coming back with more content from tomorrow. I'm recording this on Saturday. We're going to be putting this out from the 1st of August, so it'll be out today. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into it now. And I was at the View from the Bullens evening last night. I met a few of the lads there, and I've known Lee for a long time. Managed to meet Mick as well, who both decent lads. But then seeing the likes of the Blue Boys Network with Mike, I had a good chat with Mike before the start, and then meeting ex-players. Ball, he was there, Michael Ball, Ian Snowden, John Bailey. It's always good to see these players. You know what I mean? Because that it just sort of almost thrusts you back into Everton, which is what I think last night as well is what a lot of people needed. That feeling of belonging back at Everton. And I'll probably just spiel on about that for about 2 or 3 minutes about just belonging back in the club, and that's pretty much what it's been like. We've needed it, and last night was no exception. It was a cracking night. I'm made up for the lads who organised it. They are good Blues, so hopefully we'll be able to get them on the channel after the games as well. I was talking to Mike and he said he'd be up for it. So much like what we used to do with Grand Old Team as well, we're going to try and do something similar and do stuff outside the ground, because obviously Adam is no longer with Grand Old Team. So those after match talks are, you know, we that was a bit of a vital way in to chat with Evertonians, to get involved with all like the, you know, the social media side. So hopefully, you know, we'll carry that on for Grand Old Team and pick that up, obviously under the Falcon Blues banner. So fingers crossed. And if you want to get involved, you want to come and have a chat with us after the game, we're going to be either the Park End or the Gladys Street. We haven't decided yet, but me and Paul are in the Gladys Street for our season tickets this year. So we look forward to, you know, people getting involved. If you want to get involved with the channel, we're more than happy to get, you know, extra content and stuff like that. I don't want to rattle on too much. I want to keep this quite brief. But you know, hopefully, you know, the new content will all be coming. We've got nights coming up in the 12-5 club, which is the Kirby Social, which is part of Falcon Blues, and also back at the Falcon as well. We'll have a couple of nights there where we'll have some ex-players, and we'll have a good laugh. You know, and we'll get back to normal with all this stuff and getting back to, you know, being part of Everton again. And I don't want to talk about, you know, new signings and things like that. I'm going to start talking about that over the next weeks and whatever. It's just a time for everyone to just like, okay, we're 2 weeks before the start of the season, and we just need to just get back into it. And I'm looking forward to getting back into the new season. You've probably seen my responses and my thoughts on the manager and, you know, the new players and things like that, and I will stand by it, you know. But you know, I won't be booing out players, won't be booing managers and things like this, because that doesn't help. Do you know what I mean? I think once you're in the ground, it's like, just get on with it, deal with it. Now he's here, and that's tough shit. If you don't like it, lump it. It's not like, you know, there's going to be a minority in the crowd who aren't going to like it and will make their thoughts known, which, you know, you're entitled to your opinion, and okay. But for me, it's get on with it, go and just enjoy the game. I don't care. I want to enjoy my footy again. I want to enjoy going to Goodison again. I want to hear, you know, Z cars at 5-3. I want to see, you know, blue and white back at Goodison. I want to see fans everywhere. I want to see all the stands packed. That's all I'm looking forward to now. I'm not worried about who's in charge and who's, you know, which players are in it. Just get in and just go and enjoy it and just get behind everyone. So, yeah, that's me for now. That's my 10-minute rant. So, hopefully, yeah, we'll be back as of tomorrow, 1st of August. If you're new to the channel, my name's Dave, and I have my partner Paul, who also records with me. So, you know, Paul's sound. We're both sound lads, and we don't care. We won't record unless it's absolutely necessary. We're those type of people. We're not ones where we feel we've got to put content out for content's sake. If we haven't recorded for a couple of weeks, it's probably because either it's been talked about that much that no one really wants to hear any more about it, and, you know, okay, if it's really important, we'll have a chat about it, and me and Paul I'll have a good laugh about it as well. But we're not ones to, you know, keep constantly cheering you and beating you down with content. That's not our thing. But if you're liking what you've seen or go and have a look at the other videos and have a look at our interviews and stuff like that. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for more, you know, to get notification when the content comes up. Subscribe to us at Twitter at Falcon Blues TV and also Falcon Blues 1878. And if you like any of the gear that we've had on any of the channels, on any of the videos, like Blackwatch t-shirts, our Neville Southall badge, which we just had made. Yeah, there you go, now you can see it. limited to 100 pieces. Same with the Duncan one. We're going to be having loads more stuff, loads more badges, loads more content, loads more, merch. Go to falconblues.bigcartel.com and check that out as well. So that's my 10 minutes up. So for now, up to toffees, Colin Chong. Speak to you in a bit.